So proud. This is what Yahweh said to me. To me. This is what Yahweh meant to me. Yeah. To me. This is what Yahweh told me in his secret place. In his hiding place, he told me this. Yes, he told me this. Oh woman, I'm sold in you. Oh woman, I'm lost in you. Oh woman, I just love you. Oh woman, I am in love with you. Like I love life itself. Oh woman, I respect you. I honor you. I adore you. That is the way I taught and discipline myself for you. Oh woman. Oh woman. Oh woman. Oh woman. Great is your womb that covered me. Great is your breast that nourished me. Great is your thigh that shared me with the joy of my kingdom. With the glory of my kingdom. With the power of my kingdom. Oh man, yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Woman, woman, woman. This face makes you so attractive to me. This face makes you so attractive to me, yeah. This face makes you so attractive to me. Like a war in myself, like a flood in my heart, like a war in myself, like a flood in my heart. Your breast, your hair, your thigh, your womb, that I came in between your thigh to produce my son. I trapped my sperm in your womb to produce my son. You are not just a woman, but my sacred vessel, but part of my flesh. A woman, 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 woman. I confess to you, I will not be a man today without you. I will not be a father today without you. Oh, you are my helper today. Oh, you are my helper today. You are my great joy in all. You are my great joy in all. You are my great joy in all, in heaven, in earth. You are my great joy in all. So glad to see my divinity power in you. To see my divinity power in you. To see my divinity power in you. So glad that I did. Ooh, so glad that I did. Ooh, you are the greatness of my throne.
Greetings to the 13 tribes of Israel scattered
in the four corners of the earth. Hallelujah. Also to the Gentiles has been called by the awesome, fairy name of Abba Yehovah, the very name that is above all names, eternal. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba Yehovah, for this wonderful inspiration. I think this inspiration was given, this song was sung, should be maybe 4 or 5 years now. But a time will come to perfect it. I just remember this song today. I said, no, 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 no. I have to put it. Yes, on this wonderful segment. Shabbat Shalom, family. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. So, we have a lot to discuss today in His presence. Hallelujah. Just bless you, Abba Yahuwah. Thank you. Thank you for making me so special. Thank you for making me so powerful. Thank you for I am wonderfully and fearfully made by you. Thank you, Abba, for I am your handmaid. You designed me for this reason. Yes, for this reason, you designed me to be used for your own glory. I just love you, Abba. Thank you, Abba. Yes, family, we want to do it again in His presence. We want to do it again in His presence. I said, okay, let me just add this worship and also leave apart, leave alone my normal, usual worship. Mm, to ridicule the enemy of Yahweh, his opposer, the pork, Jesus, and the snake, Allah. And it's okay. Since I have a very wonderful words Abayawa gave unto me, let me use this one for now. So next week Shabbat, I return back to my normal national items worship. Oh my Father, I love you, Abba. Thank you, Abba. I bless your holy mighty name. All right, that family, like you heard me said, I think it's 2 weeks now. So it's the feast of Purim, 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 Purim. Yeah, we celebrated Purim. I think, yeah, 25th February. All right, yeah, 25th February. Yeah, almost 2 weeks now. Okay, so I said over there that we'll be talking about, okay, I'm gonna be using myself, okay? Yes. In this last days movement, events of Abba Yahuwah, the office of a woman, the role, a part of a woman needs to be addressed because we saw that right in Babylon. Okay, so not too much talking. Let's quickly add now or feed it now with the title. Like we know already, title is going to be helping us or navigating us into holy scriptures. Here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me. Abba Yahuwah will use me, Queen Adasa, to rewrite law of mystery Babylon on my way to the king. I don't carry my bag. Abba, I'm on my way to the king. I need to speak to the king. I need to talk to the king. Yes, I need right now to go into the king presence. Of course, I need to do that right now. Okay, because some certain law needs to be rewriting. Yes, we need to write some law to rewrite it to the glory of Abba Yahuwah. Okay, I need to touch the hem of Abba Yahuwah, the king scepter, because until the woman Queen Adasa touched the scepter of her husband, she never had no say in the kingdom. Okay, she never, of course, have no say. Okay, let me just put it like that, put it simple. In the kingdom, until the king summoned her, she don't have the right to go to the king. How can that be? Okay, how can that be? So now, prior to the title, so we're gonna be working with this title. Should I rebroadcast? Abba Yahuwah will use me, Queen Hadassah, to rewrite law of mystery Babylon. On my way to the king. I'm going now, eh? On my way to the king. All right now. Oh, Robosi Koyaba. You know, the literal Babylon was physical Babylon. So now we are in the mystery Babylon. In the literal Babylon, we see what Abba Yahuwah, the powerful movement of Abba Yahuwah right in Babylon. Abba Yahuwah was so powerful. He revealed his power through a woman in the natural Babylon. Now, in the mystery Babylon, likewise, Abba Yahuwah is also going to be using a woman to rewrite the law of this mad people in the four corners of the earth, this mad demon. All right, now, in Babylon, okay, when the enemy wanted to commit genocide in the land of our slavery, a woman stood and say, when she were being challenged by Mordecai, go and speak, go to the king and speak on our behalf, because enemy has already cast a lot to slaughter all of us. A huge amount has already been paid into the king's treasure to destroy every one of the people of the book. Woman, draw out your divinity, rather the divinity of Abba Yahuwah in you. It is time to bring it out. For such a time as this, you were being designed. You were designed only for this. Now goes to the king, and Queen Hadassah wanted to give some excuses. Of course, not some excuses. Okay, so before we start adding the stories, it's a very wonderful story. The reason why I'm so sold into the book of Hadassah, this event, it is simply because it is the very last feast for Yahushua to be fulfilled. Yahushua hasn't yet fulfilled this feast. Now, the popular one every one of us knows about, in Leviticus chapter 23, you're going to be seeing all 7 feasts over there. Okay, those seven feasts are plans for salvation. Okay, that reminds me. Next week on the 14th, it is simply Biblical New Year. Exodus chapter 12. Next week, Sunday, Wednesday. Wednesday is the last day of 2023 of Abba Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah's own calendar. This is what we use over here. We don't go by Gregorian. We don't go by this confused calendar, okay, that deviates almost, of course, 92% of, our world population from the real thing, and they are not running after, yes, mermaid, okay. Only 8%, very few watch for King Yahushua returning. All right, now. So next week, Wednesday, that should be on the 13th, is the very last day of 2023, biblical 2023. So sundown, by 6 o'clock, we entered into biblical 2024. And this is the very last feast of it all. And Abba Yahuwah used woman to bring about this very feast, okay? So, is the last to go. Like what I was saying, in Leviticus chapter 23, you're going to see all 7 feasts over there. And all those 7 feasts are plans for salvation. Okay, 4 has already been fulfilled. Okay, 3 more to go. Trumpet, atonement, and the Feast of Tabernacle for still salvation. Okay, now for the battle, we have altogether 9 feasts. You're going to have 7. Leviticus 23, all 7 are there. But 2 separated. Okay, The other one, we did that one December. That is the Feast of Hanukkah. That is a battle, Feast of Hanukkah. Okay. It's also, you can find this feast in John chapter 10, verses 20. About 21 through 25. Okay. The Feast of Dedication. Simply mean Hanukkah. Hanukkah means dedication in English. Okay. That one is to rededicate after the pollution, after the battle was being won. Therefore, we rededicate the temple back unto Abba Yahuwah. And this is the ninth one. That is the number 8, and this is the number 9, the final. And this final is simply return back to sender. This final one, it is war. This very final one, it is where Abba Yahuwah is going to be revealed the way he is. No more hiding in his hiding place. And this final one, it is where everything is going to be finalized. And this final feast goes like this. It is simply Sharia law, whereby the anti-Messiah has this upper hand to slew every people of the book in this mystery Babylon we are. But that is where Abba Yahuwah is going to be revealed. This feast is going to draw Abba Yahuwah out of his hiding place. This feast is going to reveal Yahuwah the way he is. It's the final feast to go. All right, and this very final feast was, won, or the battle was won through a woman. A woman stood before heaven and the earth and speak to Abba Yahuwah. And Abba Yahuwah moved powerfully on our behalf. Now, Genesis, we want to preset it now. Genesis chapter 6. Okay, let me rebroadcast. I said, what did I say? On my way to the king, straight away, I'm going there. Nothing absolutely stopped me on the way. On my way to the king. Because some laws needs to be rewriting, needs to be rewrite. Now, Genesis chapter 6, what happened over there? Let me rebroadcast the title in order for us to get the clear picture of Genesis chapter 6. Abba Yahuwah will use me, Queen Hadassah, to rewrite law of mystery Babylon on my way to the king. How do I know that I'm already on my way to the king? Genesis chapter 6. When Abba Yahuwah had enough and he want to rewrite, he want to renew, he want to remake, he want to cleanse, he want to uproot those filthy things that is causing offense in his presence. He now communicates with Noah. And Noah now begin to build this ark. I'm on my way to the king. This is the time to build. What are you building? Which part are you? I'm on my way to the king. Now, Genesis chapter 19 again, we also see Lot also knew that judgment is, Lot knew that his time in Babylon is over. His time in Sodom and Gomorrah is gone, is finished. He knew within him that something is about to happen. Therefore, he left his house on his way, stood on the gate. Let me quickly put that. He now begin to watch. Yeah, of course. Because he knew the time. I'm on my way to the king. He knew the time. I said, this is not this time. Okay, now, Genesis 19. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. And he said unto them, yes, now begin to, commune with them. How did he knew? He knew the time is come. This is not time to play. He knew destruction is coming. He knew judgment is coming. Fearful, he left his comfort zone and now said, I'm not going to be a part of this. He stood at the gate and he met his Savior over there. Now, Daniel chapter 9, likewise. Daniel chapter 9, that is literal Babylon, physical Babylon. Okay? And Daniel also knew the time. Daniel chapter 9. In the first year of King Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans. 2. In the first year of his reign, Daniel chapter 9, verses 2. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years whereof the word of Jehovah came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolation of Jerusalem. And I set my face unto Yahweh and I began to pray, because he understood the time has come to leave Babylon. The time has come to go home, freedom time. He understood the time. Like I do on my way to the king. On my way to the king. I carry my bag already. Should I be taking any bag? Do I really need any bag? Okay, but I'm on my way to the king. Okay, so I quickly want to chip in that, because we are in Mystery Babylon now. Now, so let's proceed. Matthew chapter 5, verses 17 and 18. I'm going to be reading that. Should I be using, let me see if I will be able to use NIV. I think NIV, oh my goodness. Matthew chapter 5, verses 17 and 18. I want to take some lesson over there. Okay, Matthew chapter 5. Where is it now? Yeah. See, I have it. People should get out of the way. Okay, yes. Matthew chapter 5. So let's take verses 17 now. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. Listen now, 18. I tell you the truth, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the smallest letter. Okay, I'll make it big. Okay. I tell you the truth, until heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke of a pen, that is full stop, okay, will by any means disappear from the law until everything is accomplished. Now, like I said, in the 7 feasts, in Leviticus 23, we still have 3 left over. The day of rapture, okay, a trumpet, let me just take a simple trumpet, the day of atonement, and the Feast of Tabernacle, still 3 left over there, plus these 2. So we still have about 5 events to be fulfilled. But these 2 is for battle, okay? These 2 is for war. Now, Yehoshua said, we shouldn't think that he has come to destroy the law. He's the king and I'm on my way to him. Okay? He said we shouldn't even at all think of that he has come to destroy the law or the prophet. Until where? So until heaven and earth is no more. He said not even when you start writing, you will put a comma or you put a stop. He said including all this comma, stop, whatever. All will be fulfilled. So now we are going to the full stop. We want to connect the comma and the full stop and whatever together. He said he's going to fulfill it. So we are going right now to the full stop or combine. We want to see because he said he's going to fulfill everything. In this very ground, I can call Mordecai a prophet, okay, because he has come to fulfill prophet. And also in this very ground of this feast of Purim, or what took place in Babylon, I can also picture the king Ahasuerus as King Yahushua. Yes, I can also put him in that place because we are going to the king. We want to speak to the king. We want to talk to the king. We want to let the king know our fear. And we want the king to do something about the plans of our enemies that will be sold as a slave, not even as a slave, to be slaughtered. Enemy has already captured. They have paid huge amount into the, treasures of all these wicked pastors, all this enemy of salvation. A huge amount is already been given to the pastors. Devil has already done that to keep lying to us, to keep deceiving us, to keep misleading us. And by so doing, at the end of it all, our soul will not be received by the link of fire. So we are already being captured. But now I'm on my way to the king to speak to the king to rewrite all this, the madness of all this nonsense pastor that is bringing shame and disgrace to our book, that is molesting our book, that is blaspheming our book. I'm on my way to the king. So a woman is a helper. Now we want to look into the dots and we want to put the two together, the full stop and the we want to he said because including combine, he's going to fulfill it. Including full stop, he's going to fulfill it. And this is still the part of the law. That is why we are celebrating the Feast of Purim. It's a law. We be commanded to do that. Even in the New Testament, they were also celebrating it. Now, which part I want to put out? We are going to the dots now. I can call this book of Adasa the dots. Okay, so I want to connect everything together. I have already read Matthew 5, whereby Yahushua said he's going to be fulfilling every single dot and command from the law. So let's call this feast now, or rather this a discussion or this event dot and or full stop. Okay. Now Revelation chapter 17 verses 5. We'll be using King James on this one. King James. Revelation 17 verses 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. Did you just get that? When you also read chapter 18, yes, read chapter 18, it's about Babylon. Okay, it's about Babylon, it's about Babylon, it's all about Babylon, wickedness of Babylon. Okay, now, Mystery Babylon. So the physical Babylon, you can read Genesis chapter 11, verses 1 through 9. That is the physical, the literal, the physical Babylon, where Abayawa did these great wonders. Okay? Where he did these great wonders, China. And when you read Genesis 11, verses 1 through 9, you're going to see that men wants to build, they were building against Abba Yahuwah. Okay? They were, of course, building against him. That is where Abba Yahuwah brought in confusion, changed the language of the earth, and gave us this device or diversity of language. That is why we don't understand one another. Simply put, confusion. This religion called sun worshiper, they have already confused. So that is why they are teaching nonsense. Then someone will say Yeshua. They will say the same Yeshua is also Jesus. How can that be? That is confusion. And confusion simply means Babylon. Babylon, it said Tower of Babel. That is confusion. Babylon means confusion. Okay, but in that land of chaosity, Abba Yahuwah did great wonders through a woman. But we are going somewhere. We are trying to connect the dots together. Remember, the law says we shouldn't think that he have come to destroy. See, including every footstep, a stop and command, wherever that he's going to fulfill all. Now, Matthew chapter 20, verses 16. So we see mystery Babylon already. Genesis 11, that is the literal Babylon. Revelation 17, verses 5, and all 17 is about Babylon. In fact, Babylon, when you also go to Revelation chapter 16 and verses 19, it said this same Babylon shall divide herself into three parts. Okay, so Babylon is everywhere, satanic trinity. They are everywhere. In fact, the whole world is mystery Babylon. Now, Matthew chapter 20, verses 16. Let's quickly also see what Abayewa is saying over there. Matthew chapter 20, verses 16. I read. So the least shall be the first. So the least shall be first, and the first least. For many being called and few choosing. Okay, now he said, oh, where I was looking, first shall be the last, and the last. Okay, yeah, I'm correct. So now, it said the last is the first, and the first is the last. So literally, what is he saying? What is he saying over here? The mystery Babylon is also natural Babylon. Why the natural Babylon is also mystery Babylon? They are all one spirit. So the only difference in it is that natural Babylon was pure pagan, okay? Very pure pagan. As stone and wood worshiper. They worship sun, everything demonic. They have this wicked, strong covenant with iniquity. They have this very strong covenant with sin. Sin simply mean breaking the royal law. So they have this very wicked covenant with filthiness. That is physical Babylon. Now, mystery Babylon, though it's also as physical Babylon, they now took religion. They are also sun worship. They are idol worship. They are stone and wood worship. They also have this strong covenant of iniquity. They have this strong covenant with iniquity, with sin and all that. But they now masquerade. They now took the Bible and mask it up as a holy people. That is why it's mystery. And in this book of Others, it's full of secrets. You don't even know who was this very woman. Haman never knew who was the king's wife, Hadassah. She was concealed in the form of daughter of Babylon. But the real wife of the king is the paper of the book. And in another hand, the book of Hadassah, or the event of that took place over there in Babylon, is Abayewa cooking a very dynamic thing. And enemy know nothing about it. Enemy is not aware. It's being concealed from enemy. Enemy don't have that knowledge at all. Enemy is so blind to what Abayewa is doing right now in Babylon. Because this is the daughter of Zion. But masquerade herself and put on the garment of Esther to enter into the kingdom, because Abayewa want to bring out his power. He want to draw out his divinity in a woman. And I say, okay, before we get into this, I would still like to put some scripture to make this wonderful when we are narrating it. I'm on my way to the king. I'm just on my way to the king, because especially where I came from in Nigeria, yes, laws needs to be rewriting. Laws needs to be rewriting, because that country is a lawless land. Law doesn't count in Nigeria. There is a phrase, I never see this phrase in the Bible, because I searched through and through and through. I couldn't found it. Therefore, I begin to make a research about this quotation because it's not in the Bible. Oh, how come? It's almost used by everyone that carries Bible that says cleanliness leads to holiness. I'm been searching for that very scripture, but it's not there. So it was just a phrase by a one whatever preacher those days. He put it up in a written or in this write up when he tried to illustrate, try to put things together. The cleanliness leads to holiness, and I agree with him. Okay, that well, if you can indeed focus on your physical part, cleaning, you don't want no stain, you don't want no filthiness, you don't want to stink, you don't want to smell, you want to smell good. that should have been, you know, that should have been a great teaching for you to also cleanse your spiritual being. All right, to also wash your spirit being. Now, what am I saying? Something dragged me into this quotation. Oh, my Abba, help your daughter. Oh. Yes, in Nigeria. Nothing work in that country. If the secular law is not working, how can the law of Yahuwah work? If secular law, their own law, is not working in that land, it's a lawless land. Therefore, how can the law of Abba Yahuwah be practiced? That is why nothing works in that country. Both all these mystery Babylon pastor, Poco Jesus Christ pastors, they are not keeping law. They are so lawless. They have this strong covenant with a lawlessness. As the law of the land is not working, the law of the Bible is not also working in them because they don't keep it. If you see the secular world, all the politicians, including the citizens, including the traditional rulers, they are all lawbreaker. None of them abide to the law. All Poco Jesus Christ pastors in Nigeria are all lawbreaker. None of them abide to the law of the Bible. So, Abba Yawana say, hold on. He is cooking something right now that is going to be using a woman. It could be me. It could be you if you are born again, if you have this knowledge about Abba Yahuwah, if you have this mystery about Abba Yahuwah, if you have this understanding, if you are knowledgeable about Yahuwah, it could be you. But not the one thing is for sure. Abba Yahuwah is going to be using a woman to rewrite that lawless land called Nigeria. A law is going to be rewriting in that country. Law will be rewrote. I don't know. Anyhow I say it, just take it like that. Whether rewrite or rewrote, take it like that. One thing is certain. The guarantee is so sure that lawlessness, it will become a land where law is being obeyed. After Abba Yahuwah release or reveal himself in that land. That's what I'm saying. Because if you can keep the secular law, it will be very much easy for you to keep the law of Yahuwah. But if you cannot keep the secular law, you are a lawbreaker. Then how can you keep the law of whom you have not seen? So this one was going on in Babylon. That event simply means that Abba Yahuwah is cooking something so powerful. The very thing enemy is not aware of. The very, very thing. We sneak in. We just sneak into the kingdom. Afterwards, we now draw out our law. That everyone in Babylon are converted to the book. This is how Abba Yahuwah, not just that Queen Hadassah break the law of Babylon, she break that one and she now established that of Abba Yahuwah. Enemy don't know who is in with, they don't know what Abba Yahuwah is doing behind the closed door. I say law will be rewriting, Abi will be rewriting. Yes, the law will be rewriting. Oh my Abba. Please, so I'm confused about these two English. Anyone that suit it, Anyone that is right, please kindly take it. The one that is not right, put it in the dustbin. Okay, I am not an English woman. I'm a Nigerian woman from Edo precisely. Bini, Edo Maze. Anyone that suits it, whether rewrite or rewrote it, rewrite or rewrite it, anyone, put it there. Because I'm confused. When talk is too much. Oh my father. So that I will be confused which one to put in here. Oh my father. Anyways, let's proceed. Now, let's add scriptures now. So, where's the other part? Let me see if I'm already done. Okay, Genesis chapter, where is it now? I read 16 already. Okay, Genesis chapter 2, okay, from verses 18 through 25. Why are we here? All right, now this is why we are here. Like I said before, that this very feast is the last battle to go. Very final war. And this one is going to usher every one of us into eternity. This is the last feast. Now, and this feast is being ordained through a woman. And Genesis chapter 2, verses 18 through 25, we see over there that the very last work of Abba Yahuwah, the very last born of Abba Yahuwah, the finishing work of Abba Yahuwah was a woman. Did you caught a glimpse? Are you connecting the dots? Like I said, this is the full stop in the law that Yahushua said, don't even think that I've come to destroy it, but to fulfill, until heaven and earth is no more. It said not even a dot pole, where you keep writing, you put comma or stop or whatever. It said every dot in the law will be fulfilled. And Abba Yahuwah is so secret. In fact, he said the very secret we thought we know about him are the wordless one. He said the secret thing is in the hands of Abba Yahuwah. The one that is already been revealed to us or to me, it belongs to me and my children. No one will ever finish knowing Abba Yahuwah. That is the book of Hadassah, whom they call Esther. Esther's identity was concealed. Abba Yahuwah throughout that, movement was concealed. The king don't even know who he married to. Neither enemy, the Emma, the anti-Messiah. Typology. Because if they knew, they would have crucified the Adonai of glory. If Emma have that knowledge at all, that this woman, she's the people of the book, he won't even dare. Maybe he would have found some way somehow to, eliminate Mordecai alone. But he taught all of them. He never knew that the first lady of the kingdom, it was the people of the book. So the book of Hadassah, in another words, simply means Abba Yahuwah is cooking powerful food. Abba Yahuwah is preparing something so powerful the enemy know nothing about until Abba Yahuwah reveal it. Now we have done with that part. So it's the last feast, the last born of Abba Yahuwah. Is this coincidence? You want to tell me that this one is just coincidence? No, this one is so used to be ignored. This is a coincidence at all. That the last battle on earth, that the battle that is going to usher every one of us into eternity, is being brought or is being ordained by a woman in the Babylon. And the royal law said, we are again in the mystery Babylon. Okay. And the last work of Abba Yahuwah, final job, after they now rested, it was a woman. And that's a woman. Abba Yahuwah used her to do a notable. I don't know why men is giving, discrediting some men, not all men. Especially all this, my brothers, Africa, America. I don't like the way they are discrediting women. No. Woman, in fact, it's another powerful vessel of Abba Yahuwah.
is another powerful vessel. So now I want to go to Esther. Let me tell you, in the law of Babylon, two women tried to no. This happened to two queens. Okay, Queen Vashti. We see what she did to the king. She was trying to rewrite law. She was trying to change the commandments of the Babylonian, and she was being exiled. She was sent out. She was sent out. If you don't have the full authority, the whole backings of heaven, how dare you say you want to rewrite law? You're going to be wounding yourself. Queen Vashti breaks the law of the king Ahasuerus. She were being exiled. That is Esther chapter 1, the book of Esther chapter 1. You can read it by yourself. And that was why the second queen came into the picture. And when the second queen also came, she also did. Oh, and Queen Vashti disgraced the first queen, disgraced her husband publicly. Okay, I will be reading some part because that is the era we are now. We are in the kingdom of Babylon once again. Let's see how big the kingdom of Babylon is. Esther chapter 1 verses 1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus. This is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia. That is Africa, isn't it? Over 127 province. That is huge. That is large. Very large. That is big. That is massive. That is a very vast kingdom. It's a massive kingdom. That is not really alone in Babylon. He reigns, this king reigns, spread to Africa, spread to India. So that was massive. And in this kingdom, Abba, you want to draw out a woman, his power through a woman. So we see now, this is the kingdom we are now. This kingdom is warfaring everywhere, the mystery Babylon, because including the Ahasuerus, I'm just taking only the picture, not his character. Okay, it was, and of course, they always worship idol, of course. From this Babylon, some worship came. From this same Babylon, some worship came. Christmas came. Easter came. Almost everything you knew came from Babylon. Okay, let's quickly put that. Ezekiel chapter. Remember, Ezekiel was also in Babylon. Okay, Daniel, Babylon. Azarias, Ananias, and Michael, Babylon. Okay, and we see the wonders Abiyawa did right in Babylon. This same, what are we saying? This same movement now, Abiyawa is cooking it. And he's going to use a woman to draw it out. That's what we are saying. This is why I say I'm on my way to the king. Okay. I'm not joking. But this is real. This is where we get sun worship. This is where the sun worship came from. Babylon. Quickly, let's put that. Sun worship. Ezekiel chapter 8, verses 15. If you read it, you will see it's Babylon. Let's see now. 15. Then said he unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than this. 16. And he brought me into the inner court of Yahweh's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of Yahweh, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their backs towards the temple of Yahweh, and their face towards the east, and they worshipped the sun towards the east. So where is Babylon? China. Where is Babylon? This is where they were being taken into exile in Babylon. That these people carry Bible, okay, which is the mystery Babylon. This is the mystery in it. They are sun worshipper. They speak to sun. That is why they call it sun day, the day of sun. Now these people give their back to the temple of Jehovah. They stand in the temple of Jehovah. That is the deception. That is the mystery. This is the masquerading power we are saying. They are sun worship, but they not took the Bible to mask up sun. And said they are worshiping the king. So we are in mystery Babylon. Every character of this kingdom is all over the places. That is why confusion everywhere. Islam is against Christian. Christian is against. They don't agree. Including Christians themselves, they don't agree. Confusion. What is Babylon? It simply means confusion. Because they don't have that power to understand one another. That is why when you go to church here, you will see 5 people here, 8 people there, 2 people here. They can't agree. The power of agreement is in their hands. So I can call them a kingdom of disagreement. They are against one another, kingdom against kingdom. It is simply the kingdom of Babylon. That is where we are in mystery Babylon. Exactly what took place in the natural Babylon, exactly the same in the spiritual Babylon. In fact, this mystery Babylon is even more wicked than the physical Babylon. Wow, the physical Babylon, it goes by choice. You want to worship wood, stone, that will be your own choice to choose. If you want, fine. If you don't want, that's it. But this one, you don't want, but deception. But deception drag you in it. You don't want to worship stone and wood, but somehow the wicked spirit said you must worship stone and wood. And through Bible. Mystery, that is the mystery in it. They are still idol worship, but they not took the biblical character to mask up paganism. This is Babylon, the mystery Babylon. And Abiyawa is going to use fire to call out his people. So we confirmed that already. Let's return back to our topic. Now, Esther chapter 3, we see what happened over there that brought about this confusion, chaos in the land of Babylon, that Haman wanted Mordecai to bow to him, and we don't bow to man. We only give honor to whom honor is due. How do honor due you? If you honor heaven, of course I will honor you. If you have a respect for Almighty Yahweh of the Bible, of course I will respect you. If you fear Yahweh, the creator of heaven and earth, of course I will honor you, which means honor due you. But when you now begin to give that honor to stone and wood, how dare you want me now to honor you? Are you mad? Then you're going to see the other side of me. And that was Mordecai. Mordecai said, no, not me. I don't worship man. I don't bow to man. I don't have no deal, business with you. I cannot worship you, uncircumcised Philistine. It is against my nature. And I said, okay, for you want to rewrite history? Of course he do. He did. He said, your head is going to be chopped off. I bet when I said, not so. My eyes run to and flow upon those that honor me, upon those that don't deny me in the face of affliction. And that was how Haman and his 10 sons died instead of Mordecai. But I'm after that of Esther chapter 4. Esther brought about national redemption of the entire people of the book. That is Yom Kippur. That is simply Yom Kippur. Now, the book of Esther chapter 4. Let me quickly read chapter 4. Chapter 4. She said, if I perish, I perished. A woman is here. Abayowa is cooking something powerful. Is about to open it now for the world to see. Esther chapter 4, after we heard that this Haman paid huge amount into the treasuries of the king Ahasuerus for every one of the people of the book to be destroyed. And they even cast a lot and said, this is the day, that is the meaning of Purim. Lot. That is the day they cast a lot. After Haman has already paid that money into the king treasurers, therefore, they now begin to cast a lot. When are we going to carry out this disaster or this destruction upon these people? When are we going to wipe all of them out of the surface of the earth? When? All of them, they now begin to cast lots. So the lot now fall on the last month of the year, February 25th. You will see it over there. On the 14th, that should have been the day all of them should have been executed. Okay? But I bet you want to turn it around. Now, how does this apply? Since now we all again are in mystery Babylon. So you are sleeping. You are busy buying private jet. You are sleeping, lying, sowing seed and all, talking nonsense, talking trash, a thing that has no value. Meanwhile, enemy has already cast a lot. The day they're going to chop off your head, which is Sharia law, is certain. Is determined, is ordained, and it is concluded. Here you are, running after something that have no value. It's already concluded. The case is settled already. River Euphrates is dried already. And all the armies, you will read Revelation chapter 9, Revelation chapter 16, Revelation chapter 6. These are men of war of Allah coming to do this great genocide, of which this very feast is serving for, or rather what took place in Babylon is serving for. There you are. So easy to get this and so easy to get that. There you are. You don't know the disaster that enemy has already entered into covenant to take off your head. Now listen, the reason why all the people of the book were untouched, preserved, and saved was because of one woman. Queen Hadassah went into fasting 3 days and 3 nights. What is that speaking of? And when did she enter into this fasting? She did fast at the feast of Passover. First month of the year. That is where she had her fasting. So lot was being cast, and their lot to eliminate all of them failed on the last month of the year, on the 14th. Okay, but she fasted first month, of the year. And what is that saying to you and me? 3 days and 3 nights. That is again the glory of the cross. In fact, this message is fully loaded, but I don't want to dwell too much in it. Okay, because I'm on my way to the king. I don't want to delay it. I want to do it sharp. Okay, now she seek the face of Abba Yewa 3 days and 3 nights. That is Yom Kippur. That is Passover again. Because she did that fasting on Passover. The feast of Passover. That is Yom Kippur. Leviticus chapter 16. National Redemption Day of the people of the book. And this woman still they said, no, we're not going to eat food. Pray for me. Because this king have but one law. Okay, let me quickly read that. And the king's servant and the people of the... Okay, this is where she rewrote history, okay? Again, Esther speak. And gave him commandment unto Mordecai. Or the king. When Mordecai said, okay, let me see, where am I going to start from? I wanted not to do too much. Also, okay, verses 8. Now, Esther chapter 4, verses 8. Also, he gave him the copy of the written of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them, to show it unto Esther, and to declare it unto her, and to charge her that she should go into the king to make supplication unto him, and to make request before him for her people. Okay, when the message got to Esther, see the excuses of Esther. Not that she was lying, but that is what we are saying. And against her speak and gave him commandment unto Mordecai, all the king's 11, and all the king's servants, and the people of the king's province do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court, who is not called, there is one law of his to be put to death, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live. And okay, that he may live. But I have not been called to come in unto the king these 30 days. Okay, Mordecai also said, okay, you don't want to do something about this disaster, eh? You don't want to do. For such a time like this, you came into the kingdom. Now, listen, 15. Another side I brought then, return Mordecai this answer. Go, gather together all the Yahudims that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maids will fast likewise, and so will I go in unto the king, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish. That's it. So before a table will be set for you, you must go through the shadow of the valley of death. This is Psalm 23. In the presence of Haman, we see the kingdom was being part into two. Half part was being given to Hadassah, the queen, and she now began to execute judgment of Abba Yahuwah. That the Babylonia that wanted to slew me, that wanted to kill us, that wanted to commit this genocide, all of them went down the grave. Disaster is coming. It's coming. It's coming. So for my children, for my family, I'm on my way to the king. I want to touch the scepter of Abba Yahuwah to spare me and my children, to spare my household, to spare the family of the book. Because blood is going to flow. As it said in Revelation chapter 14, is disastrous. Sharia law is ugly. It's so ugly. Now, chapter 5 now. Okay, I've quoted that already. When you're sorry, 2 Kings. Okay. Now, Queen Hadassah said, oh no, what you are, the message you are engaging me with, it is suicide mission. If I perish, I perish. It's a very difficult one. Nevertheless, I will go. If I perish, I perish. Now, 2 Kings chapter 2, the same. When Elijah was about to take into heaven, he now asked his servants, Eliyahu and Elisha, okay, yes, what do you want me to do for you? Elisha now said to Eliyahu, I need double anointing, heavy one. Eliyahu now said, this is so difficult. Anyways, if you see me going, it can be yours. So that is the risk. If you see me going, and he did, he followed him until the very day he was taken by chariots of fire into heaven. So Queen Hadassah said, okay, I will also try my best. If I perish, if you land me in the grave, no wahala. Life goes on. If I perish, I perish. So what are we saying? This woman stood in the gap before Yahuwah and his people to rewrite law and say, I'm going. Maybe he will extend his scepter for me to be preserved. Anyhow it turns out. But I must make a move. And it was so. So what are we saying? Oh, Shandala Buseki. There's something I wanted to say. Okay, it will come back. I need to come back. Okay, yes. When Yahushua was also doing the work of redemption, we know where he landed him. But at the third glorious day, we saw victory. In like manner, Queen Hadassah, on the third glorious day, she saw victory. A thing that has never ever happened in the kingdom of Babylon took place. The king never summoned her, and she went there, and she came out alive. Not just that she came out alive. The kingdom was part into two. Half was for her, half was for the king. Take this down now to what we are saying. I'm on my way to the king. Woman, Abba Yahweh is preparing a woman that he's going to use to rewrite law that contradicts his own law. So 2 Kings chapter 2 verses 19 through 14, we'll see it over there. Leviticus 16, yes, Yom Kippur, that is Yom Kippur, National Day Redemption of the people of the book in the land of mystery Babylon. Matthew 26 verses 1 through 13. And this parallel what Maria Magdala also did when Yahushua was preparing to go to the cross. This is another powerful movement of a woman in the kingdom. We see already that woman is the last born and last work of Abba Yahuwah, and this very feast is the last to go. And the disaster in this feast, oh no, is so fat. I don't want to go there. I just want to talk about I'm on my way to the king for my people to be spared. Because disaster is coming. Now, when Yahushua was about to go to the cross, we see what Mary Magdala also did. She saw the need in the Messiah. She saw the emptiness. She saw the loneliness. She saw the fear. She saw the cold in him. And Maria Magdala now began to offer all those things Yahushua needed. His leg needs to be washed. He needs to be loved. He needs to, he needs to be kissed. He needs someone to show him some love, some affection. Not just from the man, but from a woman. He needs someone to encourage him. He needs closeness like that of a mother. He needs somebody to pet him. He needs somebody to walk with him in this very difficult moment. He needs somebody around him. And Maria Magdala, woman, got that vision. While he was using this very expensive perfume, our leg match every kinds of filthy things. And moreover, not just our leg, because this one is the leg of the King of Kings, the foot that brought us this good news of salvation. And this feet is about to be bited by serpents. This feet is about to be attacked. So before this feet go and take that horrible pains, that feet needs massage. Therefore, Maria Magdala saw that. And she now began to wash with her tears, dry it up with her hair, and use her most expensive ornament and begin to anoint that leg. And the disciple was saying, why this waste? Why this waste? Yahushua said, come on now. Why trouble ye the woman? You don't need to trouble her. He said, she have done a good thing for me. He said, wherever the good news of the kingdom being preached, this woman also will be preached. This that she have done for me will be told in the memorial of her. Tell me today, you will be preaching about cross, you will not preach Maria Magdala? How dare you? You will be talking about resurrection, you won't talk about Maria Magdala? She saw the risen king first. She saw the risen king first. All the disciples left. All for gospel listed this woman first and first and first. All the disciples couldn't even, take that stress. They were so much afraid. But this woman stood at the sepulchre and said, I'm not going home until I see my king. Until I see him. And eventually, Yahushua revealed himself to her. And also gave her a glad tidings of, go and tell the men that I'm rising. In fact, she alone knew about the secret ascension. And she alone also knew about when Yahushua is going to come back. He said, don't touch me, okay? I quickly want to ascend to heaven, because if I have to also allow you to be touching me, fearful is going to bring about delay. Don't touch me. I need to fly into heaven. He said, don't touch me. I have not yet seen my Father. Rather go to my disciple to meet me in so place. Go and tell them. Give them the glad tidings. Tell them you saw me. And he really went. In the evening, he returned. Therefore, he now confirmed the message he gave to the woman and make her apostle to the apostles. So I don't know why men, especially this our brother, African American in the US, they will be, discrediting woman. No, woman is a powerful vessel of Abba Yahuwah. Very powerful. Very, very. She's been designed so powerful. Now, John chapter 20, we'll see that over there. Now, John chapter 5, Esther chapter 5, what happens? After she have done her homework, after she have communed with her father, her maker, in the secret, and they discussed, how many want to give her the message and say, go and meet King Ahasuerus? It's of a good news. It is of glory. It is a great testimony. It can't land you in death. Rather, honor. Go and meet him. Therefore, the queen now put on her royal apparel and went to the king. Prepared nice, delicious meal. Therefore, the king ate. She used food. So what are we saying? The king ate and said, don't worry, half of the kingdom is yours. Half of the kingdom, and it was so. Abba Yahuwah used a woman to rewrite laws of Babylon. That's what we are saying. Now, to King Yahushua HaMashiach, John chapter 4, verses 31 through 34, we see that of King Ahasuerus was food. We see Queen Hadassah prepare food. Now, what was the food we prepared for Yahushua? John chapter 4, verses 31 through 34. Yahushua said the food we need to prepare for him. It is doing the will of Abba Yahuwah. He said, I have food I have meat that I must eat that you are not aware of. The Lord said, someone brought him food because they were thinking about the food of King Ahasuerus. Yahushua now said 34. Yahushua now said to his disciples, the food I'm talking about, it is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work. That is the food we are giving unto him today. Now, Luke chapter 10, Maria alone also knew about that food. Luke chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. And we see Martha, that have no idea about this food, we're also running after physical food. Okay, I'm connecting all the dots, then I will release it. Martha, who have no idea, now begin to run after physical food. Okay, thinking with that he can capture the heart of the king. Yahushua now rebuked her and said, Martha, Martha, be very careful, because Martha has already been distracted by the preparation of this food. And that is not Yahushua's food. Now, when Martha has already been distracted, she now also called unto her sister Mariam. Why did you sat at the Adonai's king feet? Excuse me. You just sat at his feet. Hey, you are not helping me. Yahshua now warned her. Say, Martha, Martha, only one thing is needed. One thing is needful. And Maria has gotten it, and no one can take it away from her. Now, what happened? What was that thing? Maria will just sat at his feet, listening to the teaching. She will be listening to every single teachings of Yahushua HaMashiach. She was just after that. She bursts in passion for that. For Martha, is it so? Now, how can we tie this together? Matthew chapter 6, verses 9 and 10. Yahushua said, this is how we should pray. Our Father who art in heaven, holy, hallowed be thy name. You worship him. That is his food. And number 2, we should pray that his will should be done on earth as it is in heaven. That is his food. What I'm doing now, this is his food I'm preparing for him. That was why I said, on my way to the king. This is how I set his table. Talking about him, revealing his plans to his people. This is his food. And this one will capture his heart to make him to reveal that hidden power. Release it on me to rewrite law. Just as Queen Hadassah, after she has prepared that food, and the king gave whatever she asks, the king will just release it. If we able to prepare Yahushua's food in like manner, it will take him nothing. He won't, because now you are walking harmoniously with him. He said we should pray that his kingdom should come. What kingdom? That his will, the will of the Father, should be done here on earth just as it is in heaven. If you ever pray that prayer, you are praying for the feast of Purim. You are praying for the last battle. You are praying for this very last event that is going to usher every one of us into eternity. How? Because the will of Abba Yehovah to be done here on earth just as it is in heaven. That is righteousness. That is holiness. No more iniquity. No more nonsense demon. No more Babylonian system. No more paganism. No more of deception. No more filthiness. No more iniquity. That is, Abba Yehovah will bring about this very feast to wipe away every nonsense Babylonian, every stupidity of Poku Jesus, every nonsense from the belly of Allah, every nonsense from the belly of Jesus. All of them, including Poku Jesus and Allah, will be thrown into the link of fire. That is the meaning of that prayer. Let your will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. Heaven is holy, holy, holy. Heaven, only one deity is being worshipped, which is Yahuwah. How many gods do you have here on earth? So this is how we prepare Yahushua's food. Just as Queen Hadassah prepared food to capture the heart of her husband, this is how we, the bride of Yahushua HaMashiach, needs to prepare his food. This is the food of Yahushua HaMashiach. His food is to do the will of his Father. He said that is his food. John chapter 4, verses 31 through 34. The disciple was worried and said, Master, take something now. You need to, he said, you don't even have idea about this food. He said, I have food. I need to eat. And I said, someone brought him food. Okay, let's read it. Then we'll round up with that, please. So that I won't be quoting wrong. John chapter 4, verses 31. Verses 31. In the meanwhile, his disciple prayed him, saying, Master, eat. Yes, it's good I come here. Master, eat. Listen to 32. But he said unto them, I have meat to eat, that ye know not off. You don't have idea of this food that I want to eat. 33. Therefore said the disciples one to another, had any man brought him aught to eat? They brought him food to eat. 34. Yahushua saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. That is his food. Now let's go to that of Esther. Hadassah. I love calling her by her true name, not the name of Babylon, the garment of his soil. No. Where is it now? She captured the king's heart through food. So me, I know how to capture Yahushua's heart. This is his food. So that is why I love talking about him. Esther chapter 5. Now it came to pass, verses 1. Now it came to pass on the third day that Hadassah, or rather Esther, put on her royal apparel and stood in the inner court of the king's house, over against the king's house. And the king sat upon his royal throne in the royal house, over against the gates of the king of the house too. And it was so, when the king saw Hadassah the queen standing in the inner court, that she obtained favor in his sight, and the king hid out to Esther the golden scepter that was in his hand. So Esther drew nigh and touched the tip of the scepter. That is where the power is being transferred unto her. Now see what he said. 3. Then said the king unto her, what wilt thou, Queen Esther? And what is thy request? It shall be given thee to the half of the kingdom. And Esther answered to them, I'm going to prepare you a food. And while the king was eating the food, he repeated his statement again. So this is how we capture our husband's heart. This is how Abba Yewad drew out his divinity in Esther, or rather Hadassah, in the land of Babylon. Today we are in the mystery Babylon. Abba Yewad again is going to use woman to carry out this huge assignment. And this woman is being prepared. And this woman, Abba Yewad, is cooking this very wonderful, powerful, delicious meal that is going to free people from bondage, because through Hadassah, the National Day redemption was given to the people of the book. They were being set free. And Babylonian people also being converted into our book. They now became calling themselves one of us. That is what it is. That is how Abba Yewad used that to rewrite history and make his kingdom known in Babylon. Yes, we are done. Thank you, Abba. Love you so much. So next week, Thursday, will be first day of the Biblical New Year. Okay. On the 13th, Wednesday, 6 o'clock, we enter already Biblical 2014. So this is the food of Yahushua. Yes, this is food. This that I'm doing, this is his food. So I'm on my way to the king, okay? I want to touch that golden scepter for that power to be transferred unto me. I love you, Abba. Yes, the power of resurrection. Yes, I've already knew him through the power of his death, burial. But I also have to know him through the power of his resurrection. I want to taste the power of resurrection. I've tasted that of death, forgetting everything about my life. Burial, yes, that's correct. The most, what we call enjoyment. I buried all in the grave. What I used to, what we call enjoyment, let me just put it so. I put all of them in the grave. So now resurrection. I need to be resurrected. Thank you, Abba. So we'll talk about Biblical New Year. Okay. If I'm not busy that day, that should be, Thursday. We'll be talking about Biblical New Year. If not, then on the Shabbat. So this is the enemy called Emma. After the second day, she prepared another food again for the king. The king, was just, confessing and begin to speak in tongue. Said, this wicked Haman, This is how Abayewa set a table for us in the presence of our enemy. And we see in the land of Babylon, Abayewa drew out his divinity among us. Thank you, Abba Yahuwah. Bless your holy mighty name. So we'll be talking about Biblical New Year, the spiritual significances. So this Feast of Purim, it has spiritual details and also physical details. But this one is natural because Sharia law, Third World War, Great Tribulation is natural. It's not spiritual thing. Okay? So we are done for now. I just love you, Abba. Give you all the glory. Give you all the honor. All the family. Stay blessed until we meet either midst of the week or next week Shabbat again. Hallelujah.